gonna start off with my man DY. And DY, I'm gonna let you explain your moniker for the day. What up, bro?
First of all, top of the morning, everybody. Good to see everybody back. Happy holidays, or Happy New Year, I should say, to everybody out there watching. If anybody grew up in a household with a black grandmama or black auntie, or got out of school early, like I was told, some of us had that option. You should absolutely know who Asa Buchanan was, the big dog, the patriarch, the Buchanan family of One Life to Live. So that's me for today. It's very comparable to today's playoff implications. One game to live.
Facts. Hey, we got where's Kevin? Yes, in 2025 we will continue to find out where Kevin is. KDL, what up?
I would say, first of all, don't worry about it. Let's kick off 2025 like that. And before I even say good morning and Happy New Year and all that, if you was at home by One Life to Live, that means you didn't go to school to 10. And you got out before the regular kids. But that's neither here nor there, man. Happy New Year, everybody. How y'all doing? Good morning. Time to talk some sports. We've been off for a minute. Vacation. A lot has happened. So let's get to it.
All right, and we got the angriest man in podcast history, aka Lovey Smith Jr., aka the Great Santa Claus, aka he ain't shiggity. What up, angry man?
First of all, my grandmother didn't watch anything that came on ABC. She watched everything that was on CBS Channel 2. So, so while you were sitting there, your grandmother had you watching the worst stories on television, which all came on ABC. We were watching CBS, just to let you know that. So,
the worst stories.
Yeah, but those was the worst.
They you ain't watch stories are still left on TV.
If you ain't watch anything on Channel 2, the guy that had the worst mustache in stories history.
What about General Hospital, though?
Still terrible.
That's on Channel 7.
ABC. Terrible. Hey, man, you know what, Kevin? You know what? I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna let the dude
be cool. Be cool.
Hoodie,
be cool.
Start the show. I don't care if the money ever get on or not.
Hey, listen, man, we got a lot to pack in. All right, we got a lot to pack in.
No, you
so
don't.
Just remember that. If I have to cut you off, I
ain't gonna remember nothing because I'm not guaranteed to have to stay on here. So hey, I have what we call an end button.
Wow, the angry and the restless.
Cooper Flag, why you dunk on that boy like that? Let's go.
By the look at that cement background, it also looked like lockdown is coming soon.
That's called.
Wow. Hey, with Ward and KJ,
they have cell phones in prison now.
Ward and KJ gonna come in there and be like, lockdown. Ooh, wow. You even got a treat today, a 7-Up. All right, man.
Capricorn season has officially started.
Hey, Sean, you got some clips?
We've been in it.
College football. We got some clips because we gonna talk about this, man. Because I'm
and
sure.
Mad Dog Night, Sly. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Max.
Max.
Yeah, Max. Oh, my bad, dog. My bad, man.
I gotta do Max Kellerman. He got 5.
Wow. Okay, Katie.
My bad, man.
Katie
he ain't Acho, is he?
Sly, they pass you around like Joy Taylor, so stop. While you keep in.
Never.
I see how we starting to show off.
Why
with
Sean even on here?
All the shiggity.
Straight BS.
I see. Straight BS. But that's cool. It's okay.
Wow, it's better than
Singleton remains the back. It's a blitz and a good call. A screen against it.
But
Nicholas Singleton across midfield.
Thursday and Friday,
down by Christian.
we have our championship
Stickers under his
college
eyes.
football.
On
And
third down
I actually
and
say
seven,
it's a nice
Leonard back.
matchup. I said
Shoulder
that to
throw.
you guys.
Caught by Mitch Evans, and he's out of bounds. 4 yards, his lowest total of the year. And it took him 30 carries to get it. Lots of running room for Price. And he's down close to the first down. Tyler Warren again lines up. He was recruited as a quarterback by many schools, originally committed to Virginia Tech. He really struggled. His confidence was gone. Three-man rush. Aller, here come the laterals. Warren ladled it off. Harrison Wallace sends it back to Aller. And that's out of bounds and ends the game. Notre Dame has won the Orange Bowl, and Marcus Freeman is taking them to the championship game.
Shout out to Brian Kelly.
Wow.
Wasn't that the guy that wanted to leave so he can get to the national championship because he couldn't do it at Notre Dame? That guy?
Those are facts. Those are
I was
facts.
just checking.
Those are facts. You know. Since Lefty not here, Sly, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
I don't know why we seen all them Notre Dame highlights. That was a snooze fest. Why he didn't play the real game? Because that game between Penn State and Notre Dame was a snooze fest. So show me some highlights of some real football, because that wasn't.
Wow.
I'm still waiting.
You big mad. You big mad. Just because
that was a snooze fest.
Right, you're a little upset on that.
I mean,
he
he gonna show me highlights of a snooze fest. There was the best highlights they got.
It was more defense played in that game than the other game.
Are you high? It was more offense and defense played. We don't have highlights of the Ohio State game. Well, you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got highlights right here in my head. And you know what it says? Blowout, January 20th. Ohio State over Marcus Freeman, original football team.
You got to give it up. You got to give it up for Freeman, man.
They're not going to blow him out.
You got to give it up for Freeman. He ran the tables after they got dog walked by NIU, and they ran the tables all the way to the chip. You got to give him some credit, bro. Because everybody thought that they was dead after that loss.
The only thing I'm going to give them credit for is Notre Dame getting $20 million while Ohio State get 1.1. That's it. Other than that, they got the easiest schedule in college football. They should have been undefeated because they shouldn't have lost to NIU.
But y'all don't want them in the conference, though. Y'all don't want them in the conference. So what y'all thought was going to happen? They keep all the money, dog.
They keep
all the money.
They beat a terrible Georgia team, or even worse, Indiana team, and an even more pathetic Penn State team. I mean, stop.
Well, now, you know college football going to try to get them in the conference, right? Now, they got the right to say no. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. All those other coaches that got short end of the stick of money, it's going to be like, well, why do you get to take $20 million and walk off? We got to split it. What we earn, we got to split with our conference. But they get all the money. So they're going to make a big deal about that. Watch. Y'all watching offseason. They're going to make a big deal about that.
They can't make a big deal about it. It's been that way forever, and it's the university's choice to be that way. And
I got it.
And God bless them for making that decision. But back to the game, to say that game wasn't interesting, maybe because you wasn't a fan of the teams or anything like that, I don't think is very fair observation. You think about that game had five different lead changes and scores in the fourth quarter.
One team didn't throw to a wide receiver. Stop. If you like Oklahoma back in the 80s, then that's the game you watch. That was the worst play offensive games by two teams I've ever seen in college football lately. That was horrible. Penn State is horrible. They need to restructure, find the offensive coordinator, find some wide receivers to play better football than that. This ain't the old Oklahoma wishbone. That game was offensively challenged. And it ain't about me not liking either team, because I really do. I don't got no problem with Penn State. The problem is this: the offensive teams was terrible. And if you can't say them offenses was terrible, then obviously you wasn't watching the game.
No, I will say, especially when it comes to Penn State, wasn't known for their offense this year. You know, even though they scored points, but they not an offensive juggernaut. They not a Georgia that had a primetime quarterback, or a Texas or anything like that.
Went to Miami.
Even that. But he didn't, you know what I'm saying? That didn't matriculate into that game that they played the other day. So at the end of the day, you know, Notre Dame has really, and I'll give their coach the credit, because I think he's motivated these young folks ever since the Northern loss to really reach for the goal. I think this team has excelled. I think they've been lucky a little bit, but all of those different things mixed up together usually tends to lead to becoming a national champion. I'll give credit what credit is due. I'll give credit what credit is due when it comes to Ohio State. They look like the real deal, and it took this playoff after that Michigan loss. It took this playoff for, I think, the world to really understand how good that team is.
No, it took Kevin to say it before the Michigan loss.
Nobody.
No, I ain't never disrespect Ohio State. I just said the coach should have been fired after losing to Michigan. But now he done definitely saved his job. Now he done made the national championship. Whether he won it or not, they're not gonna fire him. I've always given Ohio State, the best team money could buy. A lot of credit. I ain't never did that. I just been tripping because they lost to Michigan. That's the only thing I've ever said about Ohio State.
Because of you, Sly. We come in Ohio State because of you. That's why.
You ain't good. Yo, ain't no
Nobody
I ain't got no problem with Ohio State. I never had. I just been tripping on how they've been losing to Michigan. I ain't never tripped on Ohio State. I've always given them their put. But to think they just gonna blow out Notre Dame is ridiculous. They are both. Both of them are playing the best ball throughout the playoffs.
You take the quality,
and I've been saying for weeks, they on the collision course. I've been saying
you take the quality of the wins. Georgia beat up Indiana and Penn State, Tennessee, Oregon, who was number 1, and Texas. Don't tell me nothing about Notre Dame.
Well, you put yourself in that bracket by not winning the Big Ten. That was your fault. So don't get mad at the brackets you get put in. Now, congratulations for going through the gauntlet.
Who played the competition?
But don't get mad because you got put in it. That's your fault.
Who played the tougher competition? Period.
You got Ohio State, no doubt.
Without fail. So
no doubt.
When you
but don't get mad at Notre Dame, because Notre Dame been playing the same schedule for years, but you mad now because they made the national championship. Don't do that, dog. They've been playing the same schedule forever. You ain't never said nothing about their schedule then. You wouldn't have said nothing about their schedule now had they not lost to North.
Did I say anything about their schedule? What I said was...
Yeah, you said they don't play nobody.
I said who they played in the championships was terrible, wasn't good teams. Period, point blank.
Well, that's the bracket they got put in, dog. You can't blame it. The reason why they got that bracket they got put in is they didn't go through a conference. Remember, they got put in the playoff. They didn't go through a conference, so they didn't rank. You have to rank them where they were. They didn't go through a conference. So if you want to say they got an easy bracket, okay, that's fine. But Ohio State put themselves in that position. Don't blame Notre Dame.
We talk you talking about something that.
Well, you got put in that bracket.
Who did they beat? You can sit here and talk to me today.
Dude, they beat them. They beat them to the schedule. Now, you can't blame them.
Oh, no, I'm talking about.
They didn't go through a conference.
Ohio State beat the toughest teams in the college football playoff.
I agree with you. I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
But that don't mean you automatically going to beat Notre Dame. That don't mean that. That ain't 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, like they got there for a reason.
Well, make me a smart guy and make me believe you and the guy that sit above you. Make me believe. What about Notre Dame make you think they're going to beat Ohio State?
Do you? Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Do they, in your opinion, do they have a good defense?
No.
They don't have a good defense. So we can't have a conversation. They know. Hey, go ahead, Ben. Next up.
24 points. Penn State scored 20-some points. And
well, you was 14-14 going in the fourth quarter. Did you watch that game? Like you was 14-14. You had like you averaging 40.
Did Penn State do that? We was averaging 40. What are you
talking about? Well, you was 14-14 going in the fourth quarter last night. Did you see that?
It ended up being 28-14.
Oh, man, stop.
Penn State did not throw to a wide receiver and had 24 points.
Got that. I got that.
Okay.
And 44 is 44 NFL stock went up. I got
you. You act like Penn State and had a wide receiver core out of this world in all these years. They've been run dominant ever since the pedophile was there.
First of all, you're wrong for that. The man is gone. Second of all is this. He said, do they got a good defense?
And you said no, so I don't know why we still talking about it, dog.
I replied,
if you can admit
how could you have a good defense when the team you played did not throw a ball to a wide receiver all game? So what did the defense do? Stop. They couldn't obviously stop the run. What are you talking about?
Hey, Sly, so since my first question, which was an obvious question, bombed, let me ask you another question. If they didn't have a good defense, and you said the one game they didn't throw to a wide receiver, then how they get all the way to the national championship?
The teams that Georgia was hurt, right? Indiana was overrated. Stop, man. I've been saying that all year. Indiana was overrated. But you never answered my question. What do they got? What do you see that's going to make you think they could beat Ohio State?
Well, I started off with defense, and you shut that down. So I thought, I don't know where we go from here.
Exactly.
Like if you don't think Notre Dame got a good defense, we can't have a conversation.
You pat Marcus Freeman on the back and don't even have a reason why.
I just gave you one. You turned that down. What you want me? What you want me to do, dog?
Defense. How could you say defense when I just gave you an example? That guy's got to be more than that. You saying that defenses could be Ohio State down? Well, that was idiotic.
I didn't say shut him down. I didn't say shut him down. Right?
Give me a real reason, because he can't. He just want to pat Marcus Freeman on the back.
Well, I'm not prepared to go that far to say that Notre Dame would even beat Ohio State. All I'm saying is
you're the only one with some sense on the panel.
All I'm saying is
I'm not going to automatically say Ohio State going to win, man. You can't do that.
Between the two teams, you got to look at everything. Howard is playing lights out right now. Like, dude, and I didn't realize how good a receiver Tate was until the game yesterday.
The one that dropped the ball in the end zone.
Hey, the boy has 7-8 catches over 100 yards. So, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about that Tate?
Yeah. Yeah, that Tate. So it remains to be seen. And I mentioned earlier about Freeman and his coaching. You know, this whole thing with Ryan Day, they've been shooting all the arrows at him. And this happened even before the loss of Michigan, because they talked about how he could never win the big game. True. So I think on both sides of the ball, both of those coaches got a lot they're aspiring to be. It's a lot on Freeman's shoulder, but I think the pressure is a little bit more so on Day. And his track record has shown that he hasn't been able to elevate during those moments. But now in this playoff, I think he's taking that next step.
But you know what, though, Kevin? I did see the New York Giants be the 18-0, you know who. But guess what?
See, this ain't got nothing to do with the Giants, dog. always going left with it.
Hey, they beat them.
I tell you who on the Giants' radar now. The same dude that wore Michael Parsons' number at Penn State, last name Carter.
You need an offensive lineman.
Just tell you on the Giants' radar now, man.
You need
Abdul Carter. You're on the Giants' radar now.
You need an offensive lineman out of Penn State. You do not.
I agree with that. No doubt. I agree with that. I got no argument. But a guy that can make plays like that on D, Giants have always had one.
You better not draft him.
Y'all picked up one in free agency last year, so y'all not going that route, especially not in the first.
Probably not. But I'm just saying he on the radar. The offensive line is outside of quarterback. Offensive line is first and foremost.
You could trade us that pick, though. You could trade with Chicago. We'll take the number 4 pick or 3 pick, whatever it is. Give y'all 10 and a 7th rounder.
No, we good. Last time we traded with y'all, we gave y'all Justin Fields, and y'all ain't do shit with him. So we're not trading with y'all no more.
Wow.
We done doing business with y'all.
No, y'all ain't done. Y'all fired my boy. He traded with us every draft.
Idiot.
Those are facts. Thank you very much.
He probably was responsible for the Giants always playing in Chicago too.
Well, that's the
There were like 3 straight years. It was always never in New York.
Y'all ain't
But I
playing
tell you,
this
the ratings, I think are gonna be off the chain for this game.
Oh yeah.
Man, Notre Dame got a
national championship.
You think?
And
Dang.
Notre
You want to
Dame
see
got
either
to
way. You got
follow
Notre Dame fans. You got Ohio State
Notre Dame got
fans.
to follow around the world.
They do.
Now, everybody cheering for the brother, except Ohio State fans, but everybody America cheering for the brother. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna the rating's gonna be high.
When the
And,
last time America
speaking
ever
from a
cheered
pure,
for
speaking from a
In
pure,
this case, they are.
speaking from a pure local perspective, Notre Dame #1 alumni area is Chicago. Guess who #2 is? Ohio State. So somehow Chicago got the greatest, collaboration of both Notre Dame and Ohio State fans in this fair city. So I think for us locally, it's more of a big deal, maybe so than other parts of the country. But it's gonna be it's the national championship game, so it don't go up against nothing else. So it's gonna be.
It ain't nobody but Sly, Brittany, and Boop.
Dang.
Damn.
That's
On
it.
3, I know.
And who for Notre Dame?
Damani and Tim. That's only 5 people we know.
Sound like a wager.
Now you're right about that, DY. You're right. It's only happen once in a lifetime with national championship. You got to put a wager on that. That's
Those
true.
are facts. Now, guess what? The cigar shop gonna be full.
They said Tom Brady won't return as analyst for Fox. They just gave him $10 million.
Good. I told Ben that, but he didn't want to hear me. You can't do that, dog. You can't do that, dog. And before they fired him, he gonna walk off. Leave all that money on the table.
Hey, what I tell you, if Mike can be playing and everybody wearing his shoe,
Mike wasn't an owner, sir.
Everybody wearing his
Mike
shoe.
was not the owner of Washington, sir. He was not the owner of Washington, sir.
Man,
no.
Steve Sarkisian
God was down there in Charlotte, and then you got LeBron. They got his own agency. And
nobody
still
said
playing,
that.
but
it's not in LeBron's name, sir. It's not in LeBron's name, sir.
But we all know who owned it. We all know who owned it.
But it's not on the name. Tom Brady is clearly a part of ownership with the Raiders. Clearly. And you the #1 analyst? No, you can't do that. Can't do that. So Goodell probably told him, hey man, you can walk away, but you ain't coming back. How you full throttle on the coaching search? How you doing? And how you sitting in on interviews? And then you want to be you can't do that. You can't do that, man. I know you love him, man, but you can't do that, bro.
I agree.
I'm also hearing rumors that my Raiders are probably gonna get Ben Johnson, whoever he want, as a GM. That'd be terrible. That'd be so beautiful.
Tom trying to get Belichick out there.
Hey, but my Raiders,
that ain't happening.
My Raiders are great. Tom's there.
He just getting the input from Belichick. Belichick ain't leaving.
It's like your Raiders so great. The same GM that fired the coach got fired the next day. Come on, Davis Jr. Why'd you just fire both of them, man? What is that? What is that?
I don't know what Mark Davis doing, man. But that was crazy. I don't know what he's doing.
Did you fire him yesterday? Cool. Goodbye. You gone. Come on. If this was the Giants, you would be talking shit. If the Giants did some shit like that.
Hey, he was like, so how'd the conversation go? Well, I let him know we no longer needed his services and everything. All right, cool. Hey, by the way, I no longer need your services.
Wait, what the trip out thing though? He hired them both at the same time.
Yes.
And fired them a damn pod.
Yes.
You know how much money he owed coaches?
A year
I
later.
think we pay more coaches than we do players.
They just giving away money, man.
No, but old girl who on Tennessee, she fired coach, she fired owner, she fired general managers, everybody. They said when she seen how Brown did them in that Monday night games, they said she fired him right there in the suite. She should have.
See,
Hey,
Mark.
Hey, the Raiders did their GM like Lee Harvey Oswald.
Right.
They did what?
They did their GM like Lee Harvey Oswald. They had Jack Ruby kill the guy who killed the guy.
Right.
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 I'm a patsy.
Right.
So Mark Davis, they go down
They need
there
a GM, a coach, and a quarterback.
Tom Brady coming out of retirement.
Never.
So, Kevo, how you feel about Deion's comment?
What did he say?
Only way he leaving if he can coach Shedeur and Travis.
He's so much of a.
No, he said his sons, not Shedeur and Travis.
Yeah, he said his son. The only way he'll leave for the NFL if he can coach his sons.
That ain't gonna happen.
Well,
So first of all, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I mean, it's a great thing to say, you know.
Does he know something, or is he just throwing that out there for somebody to take a look at it?
He probably just throwing it out there so you can get attention. He know that's not happening. And then I don't even know where y'all think Shiloh gonna get drafted.
Second round, third, maybe.
The duo go top 5
of the draft.
5th round to the CFL.
Damn.
Yeah, he ain't going high, man.
Ben Johnson to the
not,
Raiders
but...
is picking up steam. Good.
You ain't what websites do you be on? You everything that you post be some sort of Wade left field rumor.
He on the Raiders network.
So you know it's all lines being told on that.
The source say NFL.
Hey, what? He in the dark web.
Why do y'all think it's impossible for the Raiders to get Ben Johnson?
It's not nothing's impossible, but
it's not impossible. We just highly doubt.
Well, what would be the reason why Ben would pick that job versus some of these other jobs? Versus
when
New
you don't
England,
have a quarterback.
versus Chicago.
Why would he go to New England? I go to Jacksonville.
They got a quarterback in New England.
So you want the man to choose a job that needs a GM, coach, and quarterback.
The Raiders will get a quarterback because they finna.
Good luck with that.
Hey, they finna cut one. They finna cut one in Atlanta.
Do you not
Justin
realize?
gone.
Do you not realize?
Yeah, he's 36 years old.
He wants? Could you not realize that?
Who?
Tom Brady could do whatever he wants.
And that's what I said. That's my whole point.
That's why that article that you sent me was that he one MLB, a former MLB exec said he should give up that job. Now that
he's not going to do. I bet he's not going to do both now. You full participant owner style shit. You can't be the number one analyst at Fox. Can't do that.
You might as well make him a GM.
Dude,
well, you might as well, but either way, you got to walk away from Fox. I know Goodell, like, hey, man, look, man, you can either walk away or we can announce this publicly.
But Michael Jordan been with it for years. Michael has done it for years.
Michael's never a broadcaster, though.
No. Michael Jordan wasn't broadcasting on Fox.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And being the owner of a team.
He was the full-blown owner of the Hornets, and the NBA running around with his symbol on his jacket. And
that's entirely different.
That's a business decision. That has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with it.
There's nothing to do with it.
Do you know announcers sit down with players, coaches, and all that leading up to the game per week?
Said I had a deal to do with nothing.
He can't be an owner of a team doing it. You can't do that, bro. Can't do that. For real. You can't do that.
I just think Tom Brady has got. I think he's just untouchable, bro. I think he because remember he signed $375 million. He's getting $37.5 million a year. A year.
And look,
A year.
Look,
That's more than he ever made.
And Sean made him wait a year before he even came. That was on the docket 2 years ago. He said, "Hey man, I'll be there next year."
When I'm done relaxing, I'll be back. I'll hit you up when I got time. That's what I'm telling you. Tom Brady is like something different, man. Yeah, Tom Brady is something else, man. He's all rules don't apply to Tom Brady. That's all I'm saying. Technically, he shouldn't be involved. He should step down from Fox. But all rules don't apply to Tom Brady.
So he trumped.
Facts.
Yeah. For all intents and purposes, yes.
Yeah, Kev, we ain't gonna be disrespectful on Tom Brady like that.
Well, that seems like who he is. Dude, you had a felon that had a conviction that didn't get nothing.
Well,
nothing.
Well,
just walked out the court.
Compare him to Obama, then,
nothing.
Man. He likable. Everybody love Tom Brady, just like they love Obama. Don't disrespect him like that, Kev.
So you moved Greg Olson after Aikman and left. Greg Olson, who was your next best announcer, first announcing team, you moved him to the B team for this dude who waited a year to come, did 1 year, wasn't that good at, did 1 year, and now went to be a part owner, and he expect to come back. So everybody that actually went to school for that, and everybody that was good, like a Greg Olson, got to take a back seat to a dude that's part owner. No, you can't do that. You can't do. I don't give a damn who he is. You can't do that. That's not. You can't do that. And if Goodell let that shit go, then everybody is going, like, people going, man, watch people trip on that.
Oh, they gonna trip. It ain't gonna matter. The NFL is gonna do it. I'm telling you, Tom Brady is a different character, man. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I agree with you. You are 100% right. But Tom is just a different character, man. He's part of that little special group that this country got. He can do whatever he wants.
I see.
Well, the Bears interviewed Ben today, huh?
They just got done with it. Yes.
Yeah, I'm reading it now on Bears.
They all virtual.
Watch this.
All virtual.
Let me tell y'all how the Bears gonna blow this. So y'all gonna think I'm hating.
I don't want to hear this no more. Ben, go to your next subject.
Yeah,
Hold on. Ben, wait,
because,
go ahead.
Because
Ben,
if you really wanted Vrabel, and you ain't had a coach since Thanksgiving. If you really wanted Vrabel, see, Sly, you don't want to hear this because it's facts. If you really wanted Vrabel, you at least had a man in the building. You did a Zoom call like it's still COVID. What's going on? If you want the man, because watch what's going to happen. The next team to interview him, i.e. New England, is going to have him in the building. They're not going to let him leave till they get a contract.
Yeah, he went to New England.
But what you do is you do a virtual interview like it's COVID.
New England yesterday.
Huh?
He went to New England yesterday.
Oh, well, then game over. Yeah. Game over.
Kevin, you're
so he went in the building to New England.
Right.
But the Bears did a Zoom call.
You're 100% right, dog.
You talking about with Vrabel.
Fly him first class. Hell, send your own jet. Buy a jet and send it for him if you want.
Send him a casket jet.
Yeah, that's you do what you want for the people that you care about. When you call your girl, you do a whole bunch of crazy stuff that you won't do for some other girls, right? When we want that one, we do the crazy stuff. When you show that more that you want him,
go get him. Fly, like you said, fly him in. Put him on McCaskey's jet. Fly him in. Get him in the building, and don't let him out. Lie to him. Hey, look, man, we're gonna let you do this. We're gonna let you do that. Ooh, if you really wanted him, you did a Zoom call with the man.
Here's a blank check and a pen.
But y'all don't hear me though.
You got six teams out there vying for coaches now. So it's not like it's one or two teams out there now. There are 6 teams out there that is in this pool of coaches. You know, you got Ben Johnson, you got Vrabel, you got Flores, Kingsbury, Anthony Weaver, Todd Monken, Pete Carroll out there, Aaron Glenn.
Who is Anthony Weaver?
I mean, all of those cats are out there, and you got to strike.
Who is that,
first,
though?
bro.
You ever heard of him?
Miami defensive coordinator.
Oh, is he?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anthony Weaver is the DC for the Dolphins, and you know Monken is with the Ravens. Man, Glenn, DC for the Lions, Mentor, DC for the Chargers. I mean, it's names out there. You got to strike fast because you're not the only team out there trying to get these chicks, as Sean said. So, if you're going to go ahead and select who right. I heard Matt Nagy might show up as Cincinnati's OC next year. I said,
how?
Oh God.
He going to They coach called plays.
I'm just telling you what I saw.
Without some bullshit. They said McNabb, they said Eberflus might get that job as the DC.
Right.
Now that'll be a good pickup.
But I told y'all Eberflus to get another job as a DC. I told he won't get a head coaching. Yeah.
Now you talking about Joe got a real defensive coordinator. Eberflus get that job, they're gonna be tough to beat next year. Cincinnati gonna be tough.
He'll get another DC job. Yeah, I agree with that. He won't get a head coaching. He'll get another DC job.
But Higgins gone, so I don't know what Chase gonna do at that point.
I told D-Y that.
It ain't a guarantee that Higgins is gone. It's not a guarantee.
Cincinnati,
so you're gonna pay him and Chase.
Nobody. Cincinnati don't pay people.
You would have did it last year if you was gonna do that.
Right.
You couldn't have did it last year.
Neither one of them, both of them wait on the contract. You gonna pay one and let the other one walk?
Higgins gonna be the number one receiver on the market.
Well, Chase got his money.
He didn't get paid yet, did he?
No, he don't.
He get paid.
But he good as paid, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So was the Zoom call due to weather? Was that Zoom call due to the weather?
No, it was due to the Bears' incompetence.
That part.
Man, you
wasn't due to no damn weather. How the hell he get to New England?
You know what?
Look, man. And look,
you know what?
Look.
Man, you always talk about, talk about your own team, because I'm quite sure Travis Hunter's on your radar. What I'm trying to get you to understand stop talking about
you always say that when we're talking about the Bears. See, when we talk about the Bears, you want me to talk about somebody else because you don't want to hear what I got to say. You know damn well, and America knows that if you really, really wanted Vrabel, you wouldn't have did a Zoom call. You'd have had the man in the building. You would have had the man in the building. But because you the Bears, though, you'd rather do a Zoom call and let somebody else let the man walk in the building.
Hey, Sean,
but y'all do that.
Video of Sheen talking about why he let Barkley go.
The Bears didn't have nobody in for it.
I ain't even got no argument with you on that. I got nothing.
Bears didn't have anybody in for visits. They did all their Zoom.
Mike Vrabel took the Bears Zoom call from Bob Kraft private jet.
Right. Because everybody knows that's good as locked in is where you go.
Pretty much.
They knew when they fired Mayo, that's what Vrabel was doing.
Wow.
That's why they fired Mayo.
But it don't matter. It don't matter. If y'all want him, you do what you got to do. Even if you know he might not be coming, kind of a done deal, inside sources, he going to New England, you still fly the man in and get him in your building. You throw everything at the kitchen sink at him. And if he turns it down, then he turns it down. But you don't do no damn Zoom call.
Remember the Bulls wanted Tracy McGrady, and they said I'll bang the Bull, and I had a band at O'Hare Airport when he came in.
And he took his ass to Orlando.
But they showed him that they wanted him.
Well, I see you having fun.
Hey, Damani, you my man, but Vrabel ain't taking no job until after January 20th when his college team plays Notre Dame.
Well, no, I get that, but I'm saying
he's taking no job over there.
The New England job it's set up pretty nice. They got like $100-something million in cap space. They got
some money,
and they got draft capital.
Right.
Yeah, and they got the money, so they could very easily get a couple free agents. They got the money.
Yeah.
To me,
they got bread. It's a good job.
To me, the only problem with Jacksonville, they need a defensive coordinator. If Eberflus got any sense, he will go down there as a DC. They get a head coach. Oh, there's a lot of DC coordinators that's fired.
The Jackson,
right? They firing them left and right.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Aaron Glenn turned down an interview for New England, right?
He should have.
Yeah, you would have thought Black.
Yeah, he know what was up with that.
Because he like you're not gonna just waste my time.
You thought Black Monday was about head coaches.
They fired defensive coordinators.
About defensive coordinators.
Keep this in mind too.
San Francisco fired another defensive coordinator.
keep this in
Because
mind.
they won't fire the coach.
That's what so they
But they won't fire Salah.
so they can bring Salah back. That's all it is.
Salah ain't
Bring
going
Salah
there.
back.
That's it.
Keep this in mind as we talk about
He going to the Bears.
Vrabel New England thing. Remember, Vrabel wasn't a coach. So you don't think Bob Kraft had been talking to him maybe by week 12, week 13 when he realized Mayo wasn't cutting it? They've been probably in constant conversation. That's probably why New England, they talking about New England may hire their coach today. They may announce the coach hire today or sometime this weekend, I should say.
Yeah.
So everybody knows, and granted, I do think the Bears have to take this very seriously, but I think everybody's in the know that is pretty much a done deal, Vrabel to New England.
Yeah, probably everybody know that.
I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about
I think Vrabel going to shock y'all and not go down.
You wish.
I'm not saying coming to the Bears.
Kraft,
but what I'm telling you,
Kraft gonna
don't think he won't take the Raiders job. See, the problem is
Kraft ain't gonna let him leave the building, sir.
Tom Brady got a lot of influence on people. He had Antonio Brown get naked. What I'm trying to tell you is he got a lot of influence.
What?
Got a lot of influence.
Weird, actually.
He got a lot of influence on people. So while y'all think the Raiders ain't gonna be in on none of these coaches,
they said Brady they trying to bring Belichick out that North Carolina shit.
You know damn well they ain't doing that.
He trying.
He got a clause to do it.
He trying.
He got that North Carolina.
You can't bring him right now. It's $10 million. If you went out to June, it's $1 million. So why would you do it now?
He trying.
He's not doing that.
But he can do it.
He had his son quit a job. He's not doing that.
He trying.
He trying.
He ain't doing that.
But the difference is, Sly, is that Kraft gonna go get him on his jet, bring him in the building, and ain't gonna let him out until a contract. Ain't gonna let him out until a contract is done.
That's not this type of deal. They already have a relationship. They already know what time it is. He don't have to do that with Mike Vrabel. I don't disagree with that. Now, if they was gunning after some young hotshot coordinator or some young hotshot talent, then yeah, that may be the case. This ain't like free agency where, all right, you ain't leaving until the deal is done. It's not the same thing. These coaches have the obligation to interview with these other teams, and they want to see what these other teams are talking about, even if it's just for shits and giggles. The Chicago job is intriguing. The New England job is intriguing. The Las Vegas job, well, somewhat intriguing because you do have some things in place with that Las Vegas job. So
you got a hell of a tight end. I tell you that much.
You got the best young tight end in football. You're gonna stop being disrespectful because he caught over 1,200 yards with no quarterback. Brock Bowles is the best tight end in football.
You just said the key word: no quarterback.
He had 3 quarterbacks.
Or coach or GM.
Well, the GM fired the coach and then the owner fired him.
Right. In 24 hours.
So you talking, so look, how many dysfunctional organizations? Get back to what DY said. New England brought in.
They're a disaster.
They had 2 lame duck interviews. Byron Leftwich. And who was that other dude they interviewed? It was a lame duck interview.
Oh, New England?
Yeah, they brought in Byron Leftwich and somebody else to interview. They interviewed for the job, which everybody knew what it was. That's why Aaron Glenn was like Aaron Glenn was like GFY. I'm not coming there. I'm not wasting my time with this interview.
He right. But he on the they say he on the Jets and Saints list.
He should go to the Saints. He should go to the Saints.
Is that big time?
So let me ask y'all this.
I think Ben Johnson is the Bears or the Jaguars. This is let
me ask you this.
Raiders ain't even looking at him.
Yeah, they are.
They ain't bought him in.
So you talk about the 5-6 head coaching jobs out there. Let's take New England and Vrabel out of the equation. I'm gonna run down about 5 names real quick. Tell me if they get a job or not. So Ben Johnson, that's a given, right?
We don't know that.
Aaron Glenn, does he get a head coaching job?
He's getting one this year. He's definitely getting one.
Brian Flores, does he get a head coaching job?
No.
That's 50-50. That's questionable.
I'm gonna say yes, but I wouldn't be shocked if he stayed.
That's questionable.
Will Joe Brady get a head coaching job?
No.
Okay.
Too many names ahead of him that's been coaches.
Yes, Joe Brady.
I think Brady he'll get one of the last ones, but he ain't gonna be like.
They want Joe Brady with Trevor Lawrence.
That's what I say. He could end up in Jacksonville. I can see that.
Yes.
What about Arthur Smith?
No,
I don't think
he's too soon.
Yeah, no, not this year.
I don't think he's getting not this year.
And then what about? I'll just throw it for shits and giggles. What about Rex Ryan?
No.
Okay,
that's Jets or bust.
So you talk about the 6 openings you got minus Vrabel is 5. We only named 3 to 4 of these guys.
Hey, Damani, hold on.
We feel pretty confident in that's gonna get.
I remember Pete Carroll want to coach again too.
Hey, hold on.
Oh yeah, you forgot about Pete Carroll.
Ron Rivera is getting interviewed by the Bears as well too.
Didn't the Bears just interview Carroll?
Yes, they interviewed Carroll. They interviewed Carroll.
Hey,
they interviewed Vrabel.
They say the Raiders. They say the Raiders have.
Carroll.
They say the Raiders have five candidates they requested to talk to: Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson, Steve Spagnuolo, Ty Monkey, and Robert Saleh.
Oh, so they did. Okay.
So, well,
but you know that's all.
Chico's coming back. Chico's getting interviewed by the Bears now too.
Who?
Yeah, Ron
Rivera.
Oh, we ain't throw Cliff Kingsbury in there too.
Why the hell would we interview him?
Cliff Kingsbury.
Everywhere Ron Rivera went is a disaster. We need to stop reliving 1985. I don't want nobody. Only person I want from 85 is my man in the booth. Tom Thayer. That's it.
What is it?
No, I want him in a booth on the radio when I'm listening to him when I can't watch the Bears game. I like him on the radio.
So you could throw Cliff Kingsbury in there because, like, if you got a young quarterback,
you think that's a guaranteed job?
I think he'll end up with a gig.
Okay.
You said you hate him as a coach.
Does he still want the Bears job though? See, the question is, does he still want the Bears job? Because you can't get to him until they lose. So does he still want the Bears job?
Of course.
He loves
head coaching job.
He loves Caleb.
Okay. So, all right. We know all the candidates out there. Who do you want for the Bears? Lefty.
At this point, it's Ben Johnson, and I take Brian Flores as a if we can't get Ben Johnson, I take Flores.
He destroyed Tua.
DY. I mean, I'm sorry. Asa Buchanan. My bad.
Ben Johnson is 1. I think Aaron Glenn should be 2. Number 2 on that list. Real talk.
Man, he's not gonna want a job that his boy going after.
Boy, they interviewing back to back, damn near everywhere they go.
Right.
I'm gonna throw a name.
But his boy's been rolling for the job
literally next door to each other.
I'm gonna throw a name out there that I think the Bears should interview that they didn't. I don't know that maybe they should. And y'all going with Ben Johnson, okay? I'm gonna go with Ty Monkey because he made Georgia great when he left. Look at them now, and look what he's doing for Lamar. I'll say Ty Monkey for me.
That's actually a good. That's actually a good call.
Because when he left Georgia, like you see where they at now.
Who's your number 2? Who's your number 2?
My number 2. I would have went with Vrabel, but we all know he gone. So I don't know, man. It's mine got no hard number 2. It's hard.
Only reason I said Flores was if we don't get Ben Johnson because the culture is so bad here right now. And the one thing about Flores.
How about? I'm sorry,
Damani. Flores. So every position he coached, every team he coached, they tough, they hard nosed. He'll change. He'll get all that bullshit that's going on in Hallis Hall.
Once my boy lose tonight, can the Bears trade for him?
Tomlin,
you got it.
I don't know.
Well, now you got to give up picks and stuff like that, though.
He damn sure losing tonight.
Oh yeah, he gonna lose. But now you gotta give up picks and all that kind of shit to get him. Don't mess up your draft trying to get a coach.
Hey, why you talking about if the other dude lose, could they trade for him?
Who, Harbaugh?
If Harbaugh lose, could he be over? What? He been failing the last few years too.
Yeah, but he been getting at least he got to the AFC Championship. Now he ain't been losing first round like Tomlin.
He been there.
You know the Steelers ain't won a playoff game since 2016, though.
He been there a long time.
Did y'all know that?
Look, You said
Brian Flores every year.
Can Caleb take that hard coaching?
They say him and Thomas Brown curse each other out every week. So he actually wants to be coached. So shit.
Okay.
Now right. Thomas Brown a bootleg Brian Flores, Mike Tomlin anyway. Shit. He just won with less experience.
He a Timu Tomlin?
Pretty much.
Hey man, you crazy. Damani Flores destroyed everybody coming out. Flores won't get a job. They destroyed him. They destroyed him publicly.
The slides go deep into it. The ownership wanted him to tank for Tua, and he didn't want that. That was the biggest issue. He didn't want Tua.
Tua and what's the name? And what's the name with the beard that be on Prime?
No. Hold on, Damani. The quarterback that do the Amazon on Thursday nights has some bad words for him.
Yeah.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
They all talked about
it. He the one that got benched.
No. You say he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, bro. A lot of people the wrong way. It wasn't just Tua. Tua spoke out about it.
The reports out of Minnesota is they all love him. They love playing for him on the defense court. And him and O'Connell get along great. I'm telling you, the reports is not that bad. And I think if he don't get the Bears job, I don't see nobody else hiring him. I can say that. The only reason I see the Bears because him and Ryan Poles, college teammates, they had a relationship.
Well, let's get into
shows you an idiot for a
wild card. Let's get into the wild card. You got the Chargers versus Texans. They got the Chargers by 3. Who you got, Kevo?
I picked the Chargers in that game. Now, I wouldn't be shocked if Houston won because they're at home. But they ain't showed me you can trust them all year, man. They got through the division. Okay, cool. But CJ been taking hits. CJ done had a terrible year. I don't know what the coordinator was on the bill for the head coaching job. They done snatched him off the list now. Like, they done regress, bro. I don't know what's going on. Like, but I took the Chargers.
DY.
It's easy to take the Chargers with this, even though I think Houston's defense is going to keep this game very, very close. Can't blame CJ for everything. His regression really is more so due to the fact that 2 of his 3 best receivers, 2 of his 3 targets had early season-ending injuries. And then Nico had an injury, came back, got injured again, and is finally back. But I still don't think he 100%. So I wouldn't put it all on CJ's shoulders.
Lefty.
Got to go with the Chargers, man. That defense is people don't talk about that defense enough. I think they're gonna give him fits. And Harbaugh just one of them dudes, man. Like he gonna run the ball. He gonna out physical you. I think they're gonna beat Houston up. It's gonna be like some 16-10 type shit, though. I don't see it being no.
Yeah, they're gonna be high scoring.
Right, I see it being that 17-13 type shit. Yeah, man.
I'm going with the Texans. The Chargers wide receivers can't catch the ball, even if they got it handed to them. I'm going with the Texans.
Wow.
Look at Herbert's stats, bro.
You said what
about McConkey?
He the only one they got. He just like the Raiders. He live in the Raiders offense.
That's true.
Well, who you think that everybody are?
Herbert's stats is top 4 though.
He's throwing to one guy. So stop. What I'm trying to tell you is this. Did you see them drop I watched the whole game of them on Monday night or Thursday night where the Chargers couldn't catch a cold with no clothes on in the Antarctic.
Them was all third string wide receivers.
Bro, hey man, what's with you and these naked references today, dog? What's going on?
I'm telling you, man.
That's the second one.
It's kind of weird, Lefty. It's just kind of weird.
Bro, them boys down there, give me the Texans.
Just say a lot of pause behind your statements.
Give me the Texans in a 24-10 game. They came. Dobbins is hurt.
24-10.
Edwards is playing. McConkey, they gonna double him. I'm gonna get a brother defensive coordinator. The coach for the Texans enough to stop Harbaugh. Harbaugh wouldn't have got a guy, his offensive coordinator that he had in San Francisco, but Baltimore fired him. I have no trust in Harbaugh's offense. Give me the Texans all day in the blowout.
All right, Steelers, Ravens.
Now this is idiotic.
They got them by 9.5. Lefty.
Good score.
I'm taking Baltimore to win, but the Steelers to cover. I'm cover the spread.
Angry man.
Without
Baltimore,
fail.
you know.
Without fail, I'm going with my namesake. And I'm taking Baltimore to cover. That 9.5 might be too small.
KDL.
You got to go with Baltimore in this. But I'm with the money. I think the Steelers are covered. This is the third time they done played, and the Steelers have more success over Baltimore than a lot of people think.
Yeah,
they do.
So Baltimore is the better team. They'll win the game. It's only going to be like 3-4, something like that. They'll win it, but
see you somewhere tonight.
I'm taking Baltimore don't blow through the playoffs like that, Sly. You know that.
I'm taking the Pittsburgh Steelers to lose to the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
I was going to ask you what was in your cup.
but I am gonna say this, and I say it all the time about these trap games and these teams that play each other multiple times throughout the year. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna put that in the minutia. Keep that in mind. This is the third time these teams gonna play each other this year.
That's why I took the dictionary for 2025. This is third big word. Hey.
That's that Rich South, baby.
Hey, Ben, while you running around
I didn't go to no Rich South.
When new SmokeFellas get on, I'm still wearing the old ones. But that's neither here.
It ain't as old as this one.
Sure ain't. God, that's classic.
That's classic.
That's classic. So bad.
All right, you got Broncos.
Yeah, that was the last time he made one, DeMont.
Whoa.
Oh, my bad, dog. Now, what was you saying, Ben?
Hold on, let me write your name down. Hold on.
Just made the
like. Carry on.
Hey, if I see this motherfucker tonight with a clipboard in his hand, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
You just make the list,
right?
Yeah,
Chris Jericho in his fight.
Exactly.
I'm making a list and checking it twice. Broncos versus Bills, and they got Bills only at 8.5. DY.
NFL playoffs. That's
Buffalo
big.
without fail.
KDL.
Yeah, Buffalo. Carry on.
Angry man.
I'm taking the Broncos in upset.
Oh man.
What's in your cup?
Nothing.
Right.
I don't have no faith in Josh
Allen.
Haterade.
I have no faith in Josh Allen or the coach. Well, y'all,
he can't even give you a reason why.
Who's the better coach in this matchup?
Let me help you out. Even though I don't agree.
You be careful.
Even though I don't agree. Let me help you out. Denver has been in playoff mode for the last 3-4 weeks. Buffalo and Clemson, they've been chilling. These games are always tough. Denver been in playoff mode for the last few weeks.
Be careful.
So it's not a bad upset. It's not a bad. Even though I'm not
careful.
I'm not taking it, but I got the Broncos to cover.
Right, go on and pick it then, Damani.
No, I'll take it. No, I
did, Kevin. Because I'm gonna tell you something.
Reason.
Don't think, Baltimore. I mean, the Broncos defense ain't no slouch.
Yeah.
While you talking,
can they score with Buffalo?
Absolutely true.
I think, but Buffalo got to score first though. They defense ain't.
But that's what I'm saying. Can they score with Buffalo though? Josh Allen can put up 40.
I think Bo Nix can't. They're not putting up 40 against the Broncos, and you know it.
Hey, we just watched the whole college football playoffs with everybody that had a bad loss. It's something about when you're in playoff mode, going into it, the momentum.
What he say?
It's something. I'm
Dude,
telling
you see this guy being disrespectful?
I'm telling you, it's something. You better watch this game close. It ain't gonna be what people think,
bro.
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but I think Buffalo gonna win the game.
Hey, Pat.
Denver ain't going to Buffalo, beating Buffalo.
Hey, Pat, while you talking,
playoff for God knows
it's
when.
actually not a bad upset pick.
Hey, Pat, while you went off at your mouth, tell me why Boston lost at home without Fox.
Ooh,
damn.
Wow.
So we go.
I'm telling you, man.
His name is Sabonis.
Don't.
20
and it was about 20 at the crib, but that's neither here nor there.
23 and 28.
Yeah. He had a career night. All right, let's get to the NFC, man.
Let's go.
Packers versus Eagles. Philly by 4.5. DY.
Easy money again. Philly all the way.
KDL.
Nope. Now remember y'all just said Denver?
Don't be stupid.
Okay.
Don't be
Now,
dumb.
technically, I'm gonna take Philly. Now, hear me out. Jordan Hurts ain't played in a month, and he's coming off a concussion. The man just got cleared 2 days ago. Without that tush push, and without Jalen Hurts at 100%, because he won't be, Green Bay can pull it because Green Bay can score. Now,
they ain't got Christian Watson out.
Okay, but that's it. They still got Reed. They straight. But no, they just lost their deep threat. But Reed can go deep. Josh Allen. Josh Jacobs can run the ball. Like, hey man, now y'all talking about the upset. I'm not saying it'll happen, but it could. You got a quarterback that ain't played in a month coming off a concussion.
Man,
I'm just saying.
Didn't
Pickett get hurt the last game too?
He's not running on Vic Fangio defense. You know it, and I know it. I'm taking
the Eagles. Love got hurt the last game.
I'm taking the Eagles to cover. True. And I'm adding some more money to it tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles. Taking the Eagles and the cover.
Yeah, I mean, this dude's crazy.
You got Commanders.
Just trying to tell you, man, the man coming off a concussion.
So
Commanders Bucks, and you got Tampa Bay by 3. Luck.
Baker is cooking. I'm rolling with Baker.
DY.
And the cover.
I think Washington's a little young in the ass. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay.
We're gonna pause behind that comment though.
Yeah, that was no Diddy, something. God.
I was about to say, hold on, player. Young, yeah.
Hey, Sean, they on one today, man.
SUV.
Oh, that was terrible.
PDL.
Man, you need to bring out the light for your bedroom, the blue one.
You got to go to. You got to go with Tampa.
At the bottom. I got to put this disclaimer at the bottom. You got one today.
You got to go with Tampa. I don't trust a rookie quarterback like that in the playoffs. So you got to go with Tampa. Like say Baker hot, but wouldn't be shocked at this one either.
Stop. I'm going with the original number 1 draft pick that every guy on this show told me didn't deserve to be number 1. I'm going with Baker Mayfield, and Deshaun Watson is hurt again, and they should have never traded him. But that's just me.
All right, Vikings, Rams, Minnesota.
We're gonna be split on this
one. They got them by 1.
Because
Minnesota by 1.
Even though they screwed the Rams, somebody set the whole city of Los Angeles on fire. I'm going with the Rams in Glendale.
Wow.
And I got them to cover.
KDL.
Man, I hate to agree with old Santa Claus, man, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with Minnesota. I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm gonna go with my first mind. I'm gonna go with the Rams because I think the Rams would have won at home anyway. So I'm gonna go with the Rams. I think that was a deflating loss that Minnesota just had to Detroit because they went from number 1 to 5. Got to go on the road. Now they got to go to another city. I don't trust Sam Darnold. I trust Stafford. I got to go with the Rams.
DY.
Double away game for the Rams. I really feel like Minnesota is ready to make a run, so I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
Never.
Luck.
When it come down to playoffs, quarterback play, Sam Darnold is slowly Sam Darnolding, if that's a word.
He's Sammy.
And Matthew Stafford still is that dude. So I'm gonna go with the better quarterback in this situation. So I'm going with the Rams.
All right.
And I hate to see Minnesota go out like that because they won a lot this year. But man, who you trust McVay? Like, dude from under McVay tree, ain't he? McConnell?
Yeah, he's from McVay tree. But man, you try to blitz, you're gonna be 1-on-1 with Pachua and come on.
Yeah, Cut.
Come on.
They tight end ain't like they can burn you, man.
If they don't get to Stafford, he gonna eat their ass alive.
Hey, they running back ain't no slouch.
Oh.
Yeah, Williams. Yeah, Williams been balling all year.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I hate to see Minnesota win all them games for nothing and go out in the first round, and it's gonna determine Darnold's money he get and all that. But
I think Aaron Glenn exposed him in that game last week, man.
Bottom line, wild card weekend is gonna be some hellified games. And there's gonna be some upsets. Period. MVP 2025. Lamar, Goff, Josh, or Saquon? KDL.
This is Josh Allen's award. If you go by stats, then it's probably going to be Lamar. I think if they would have let Saquon break that record, his name would have came up a little bit more as far as MVP. But this is clearly Josh Allen. Like, can't none of us on this panel name a receiver on Buffalo. You can't name a running back either.
You can't.
So they lost their whole defense and some receivers, and Buffalo was written off this year. They sitting at the number 2 seed.
You act like Lamar had a banging receiving core.
I mean, you know what?
I bet you can name his receivers. You can't name Josh Allen.
Hollywood Brown been out all year, damn near.
But the thing that kills me is this.
You know, Bateman, Flowers, stop it. Mark Andrews, Derrick Henry.
Mark Andrews likely been a tight end. So that's the problem. You don't watch
No. Andrews came on late. No. Likely was at the beginning. Andrews came on later throughout the year. Trust me, I had him on fantasy.
What I'm trying to tell you is this. Don't use that as no excuse because obviously Josh throwing to somebody. What I'm trying to tell you is
name him.
Lamar playing in a tougher division. If I get the Jets, Miami every year, guess
so
what?
now it's the division
in New England. They playing the worst day. This year, that division is not better than what Lamar playing in. Not only that, stop.
So it's due to the division.
Stop it. Lamar Jackson got over 3,500 yards, 4 interceptions, 900 rushing yards. Stop it.
I got nothing. If you go by stats, it's Lamar. If you go by stats, it's Lamar.
And what else can you go by? Because that's what they're supposed to go by.
Well, why don't you go by wins or losses? How about that? Why don't you go by that? Everybody ain't got Derrick Henry on the damn team.
Amari Cooper, Mac Hollins.
Yeah, he got Amari Cooper. Okay,
Curtis Samuel.
He just got him.
Khalil Shakir. Tight end, Kincaid, Knox.
Kincaid, that's the only one you can name. Kincaid.
And Knox been there.
Yeah,
and then the rookie. Well, if you want to say the rookie was all right this year.
Give me Lamar hands down. He the better quarterback.
DY.
I'm gonna say Josh Allen. One thing I found out this morning listening to NFL Countdown, they haven't voted yet, which I find pretty ironic because it's a regular season award. But take a look at what happens today, and consider yourself, if you are MVP voter, consider what happens today. Will it sway your judgment? Will it sway your vote? Some people are kind of on the fence, but I thought that was really interesting to hear that they haven't voted yet.
Derrick Henry, the only
one. Well, Josh Allen don't play till tomorrow. So what is that?
1,900 yards. It don't.
He talking about after this weekend, but he right. Like, because I think it's silly that they don't just vote and get it out the way as soon as the regular season's over, because you'll always think your last impression, right? So just say if Lamar go out there and stink it up today, just say, I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I'm just saying, but if he does, then when it's time to vote for MVP, you're gonna think about that.
But it's a regular season award, so that should never be in your thoughts. You should already made up your mind by now.
Right, but I'm saying, but human nature, I always said it should happen right after. But back to the question, I think Lamar should get it. I think Josh Allen will get it, and I think Saquon. There's no wrong answer. I think Saquon deserves it too. You know, but I think the league will vote Josh Allen.
Bleacher Report just came through and said Deion interested in the Raiders. Sanders reps contact the team about head coaching job.
Bam.
I said that a long time ago.
Just like it. What did I say? What I said in that text group? Where there's smoke, there's fire.
The Raiders is going to end up being
well. If anybody will do it, the Raiders will do it.
And they're they're going to find a way to get Shador. That's why this even comes.
You know why the Raiders will do it? Because they're in Vegas and they prime time.
But the Raiders got to come up to get Shador. What they at, Sly? 7, something like that.
I think they're 4, right? 4. No, they ain't at 4.
They lower than the Giants.
Well, yeah,
so they got to come up to get them.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a big jump though. You probably only got to come up to what, 3?
Well, the Raiders
I want to say they like 8.
I mean, y'all taking Travis Hunter. Y'all ain't gonna take offensive lineman because y'all too dumb to do it. So I believe y'all taking Travis Hunter. We'll wait on.
They're not gonna take an offensive lineman that high. They're not.
See, Ant's comment, definitely not Lamar. Too many weapons and Pro Bowlers on that team that made him look good. Saquon has a nice O-line that helped him a ton. So Allen is working with far less and elevated his team a lot.
That's dumb to say.
Thank you.
People kill me. Now you want to judge the team. If that's the case, I can name 1,000. Michael Jordan should have never won MVP. Good God. We need to stop, bro.
You still can't name a Buffalo Bill wide receiver, though.
We need to quit.
But I bet you can name Baltimore.
When you want to knock somebody, he playing with better.
Ain't nobody knocking him, bro.
Who's knocking him? Mike should have never won. As long as Scotty was there, he should have never won MVP. And when he got Rodman, he really should have won it, right? Stop, bro.
So who's knocking?
Man, we need to quit.
Just say you choosing Lamar. Ain't nobody knocking Lamar.
No, I'm talking.
We just pointing out the fact that he had a lot more help than Josh Allen.
If you want to go with Josh Allen, go with Josh Allen. But stop saying.
And if you want to go with Lamar, go with Lamar.
Because he played with Pro Bowlers because he got him there. You take Lamar off that team, would they still be Pro Bowlers? No. So
take Josh Allen off that team. They'd be worse than New England.
And I think Lamar would have had that year without Derrick Henry. Lamar's just better and better every year.
Derrick Henry, 1,900 yards. The only running back that ever did not win the rushing title with 1,900 yards. Mm-hmm. So that tell you how good Saquon you was. But still,
and Derrick Henry just made it where Lamar didn't have to run as much, but Lamar still would have them passing yards. Like Lamar.
If you want
his running yards probably would have been more too.
Right, he probably would end up with more running yards, right?
But we want to knock it every time we want to knock somebody. Prove, you know what he got. They wouldn't be Pro Bowlers if it weren't for Lamar.
Slide, take Josh Allen off that team. They're worse than New England. Stop.
Oh, okay. So you take
Lamar worse than New England.
You take them off the team. Where you think Baltimore?
You don't like Mr. Trubisky?
Well, you still got Derrick Henry on there. You still got Mark Andrews on there.
You don't like money making mention.
I'm just saying.
I only seen Derrick Henry in Tennessee with no quarterback. And look what happened to him. They let him go. Remember last year? Yeah, right. So stop. They won 3 games last year without Derrick Henry. With Derrick Henry. So stop. You need to stop.
I'm inclined to agree with DY with them not voting.
So Vegas is 6.
This weekend is going to sway some voters. It is.
Yeah, it's going to sway.
If Lamar come out and have a knockout game, it's going to sway some voters.
Okay, Vegas is 7, so they got to come all the way up.
No, Vegas 7, right?
Vegas
okay, so they got to come up.
Jacksonville don't need a quarterback.
No, Vegas is
Tennessee taking one. Tennessee taking one, so that's over.
No, they 6.
Is Cleveland taking one?
No,
yeah, they should.
6.
Yeah, Cleveland has to.
I think Cleveland
okay.
Put on Jay Fields.
Here's the problem with the draft though this year. I don't like you got a lot of scouts that are not that high on Shador. So
no, I've been telling y'all that, man. These quarterbacks.
Taking him into it, and a lot of them not really that high on Cam Ward. Like
this is not a quarterback. This is not a quarterback.
I've been trying to tell y'all, man.
You don't take a quarterback just because you need the position. That's what Cleveland did every damn year, which is why they were terrible for about 20 years.
Tennessee, only the female taking a quarterback. She done took one of the last 3 out of 4 drafts.
Well, she got to take another because Levis ain't it.
Right.
She taking another.
They can send Levis to the UFL.
Yeah, but you're gonna. I mean, how do you really feel about Cam Ward?
He's going number one.
Cam Ward going number 1.
He'll probably be the first one off the board.
She taking Cam Ward without fail.
And he got a real NFL arm.
She gonna be on her jet when she tell him.
NFL arm.
Cleveland, They got to take a quarterback.
Got to.
But Cleveland might take might take Travis Hunter.
Cleveland problem, if you take a quarterback that high and you still playing Watson, who's still on the roster, and I don't know about Flacco.
2025, that don't matter.
I don't know.
He out for the whole year. That's right.
Cleveland taking Travis Hunter, and they're gonna keep Jameis the quarterback. Watch what I tell you.
Shador, Deion gonna do everything in power for Shador not to go to Cleveland. Trust. He's gonna do everything in his power for him not to go to Cleveland.
Because once you get past the 1 and 2, the Giants ain't taking a quarterback, even though I don't know why they ain't.
Giants going free agency.
Yeah, they're gonna go free agency.
New England don't need one.
But they'll take quarterback later in the draft. But number 4, they're not taking a quarterback. Bro.
You know why Deion making them call to the Raiders? Because he already know at 6 the Raiders gonna draft him.
You know what? A sleeper move is. Ain't nobody talking about. What's the name of ESPN on that? The morning show on ESPN. The host.
Greenberg.
Greenberg.
If you Minnesota, you feel like you got to bring Darnold back. Do you trade McCarthy? He said McCarthy would probably be the number 1 quarterback in the draft this year.
You got to be.
Yeah, but you don't know if he's fully healthy.
He is getting the Jordan Love treatment where he gonna sit for 2 years if Sam continues to play well.
But if you sign Sam ain't got to settle for Minnesota next year. The season Sam Darnold had, Cleveland could go after Sam Darnold.
Yeah, somebody will pay him. Somebody will pay him.
He had a career year at the perfect time.
He made for that offense.
Right.
He's made for that offense. If he goes somewhere else, he's gonna be Sam that we know.
We don't know that though, but he had a career year at the perfect time. So,
but what if he give him a bottom line in Minnesota say, we don't want to go that high?
He's a free agent. Sam Darnold's a free agent. He ain't got to go to Cleveland. So
right,
does he want to go to Cleveland?
Sam could end up with the Giants.
Does he want to go to Cleveland? The question.
Yeah, I don't know. I think.
So what if like I say, what if Sam tell Minnesota, me and my agent got a bottom line, bro. If you go anywhere below that, I'm out. If you Minnesota, what you do?
Minnesota already has a backup plan. You can't put them in the corner. Like Sam Darnold don't have that much bargaining power, and it's really going to be incumbent about on what he does in the playoffs.
How far they go? I got you.
If he take them to the NFC Championship, I got a feeling they're going to give him his money.
And they ain't got no choice at that point.
And another caveat to that is, I don't feel like they're going to try to sign him to a even though he's going to look for long-term deal money. I got a feeling they're not going to offer him a long-term deal.
Well, then he won't.
No, because he can be franchise tagged.
Yeah, he could.
How if he's a free agent?
The franchise. I just looked at it. He
can't franchise the unrestricted free agent.
Yeah.
Well, then the information I'm getting is wrong.
I could.
You can't franchise somebody that's no longer under contract.
You can tag him.
No, you can't tag him.
How?
Well, this is what I'm reading.
That's why you have
unrestricted free agent.
That's why you have up to a certain date to tag him. You still have
date.
rights up to a certain
Okay,
date.
right. But obviously, he's not going to sign a franchise tag. He has to be willing to sign that or test free agent, which obviously he'll test free agent.
He want to play. No, he don't.
He ain't doing that.
He got no choice. If they franchise tag him, he's stuck there. He can't do nothing.
No, I'm not signing that.
Then something ain't right. I don't. If he a UFA, then I don't.
How you think Kirk Cousins made all that money?
You don't become unrestricted free agent after a certain date. So you have up to a certain date. That's why that's a set date.
Just look back at
Kirk Cousins signed a 3. He signed with Washington 2 years in a row as a free agent. Every year they can't franchise him till they ran out of times they could franchise him.
Yeah.
That's how he made all that money.
You can franchise someone 3 times. It's usually only done twice, but you can franchise someone.
Kirk Cousins got it done 3 to him. Remember?
I don't know how you franchise an unrestricted free agent though.
Because you're not an unrestricted free agent to a certain date.
Not an unrestricted free agent. This ain't the NBA.
It's the date. And, more to come on all of this. We got about a good, 30 minutes left?
35.
I wanted to throw something out because we always talk about Chicago basketball, versus New York basketball. So I'm going to give y'all the battle of the point guard city edition. New York versus Chicago. So each one of you, give you two names. You tell me who you smoking with.
Can I ask you this? Are we basing this off their NBA career, college,
totality of the individual?
You ain't even gonna come up with any good choices.
We didn't see New York.
So basically, who's the best between the two you give us?
Yep.
Okay.
He just pulling up some BS, man.
Okay.
I don't even want to talk. Because you bring Rod Strickland in any of this conversation, I'm gonna say no.
He's gonna do it.
Paul's career wasn't as good as I expected it to be. So hopefully you don't use him.
The player. I'm gonna start off with you first, Sly. Sly, you got Doc Rivers versus Mark Jackson.
And you stupid. I'm taking Mark Jackson all day. It's St. John's and NBA career. Look at Doc Rivers. Nobody care about him at Proviso East. Nobody care about Doc.
Doc was a baller, bro.
Did you see Mully and Mark at St. John's? Come on, bro.
Jay Greer say we claiming KG.
Doc Rivers only got one record. Lowest ball fade.
Right. Man, you better take without fail, Mark Jackson. You hot?
I don't know, man. I think you're underrating. I think you're underrating Doc a little bit, dog.
Doc had a good Atlanta career, though. Doc had a good Atlanta career. And Marquette.
Played the NBA
Mark Jackson was an assist king. Man, don't disrespect Mark Jackson now.
You disrespecting Mark. You disrespecting Doc. We ain't disrespecting
Doc. Doc don't have nothing.
You act like Doc was just
his career cannot compare to St. John's with Mullis and my boy. Stop, man.
But you forgot about Doc and Dominique.
Who's your boy? Who's the other guy in St. John's besides your boy? Who's that? Who's the guy you can't remember?
Who?
Chris. I don't know. You're the one that. Okay.
Chris Muller. What's the redhead? Man, they had a squad back in the day.
Yeah. Walter Berry's probably the guy you're thinking of.
Walter Berry.
They
had a squad, bro.
The boys was cold. Hey, you crazy.
Lou Carnesecca.
Mike Kaminsky.
Doc is trash. Doc is a terrible coach because I'm gonna admit it now. And he trash in his career. Forget Doc Rivers.
Wow.
No, Doc had a good Atlanta career, man. You can't do that, man.
Never.
I would take Mark Jackson over him. But I'm not gonna I ain't gonna disrespect him, man.
Y'all disrespect.
He totally disrespect him, Kevo.
Y'all disrespecting
I ain't gonna do that.
Y'all disrespecting the preacher.
Hey, Kevo, I'm gonna give you Ricky Green and Kenny Smith.
North Carolina.
Ricky Green.
From here?
Ricky Green is from here.
Ricky Green, Kenny Smith.
You gotta go with Kenny, man.
I gotta go with Kenny, man.
All day.
But I respect Ricky. I mean, I respect him. But I gotta go with Kenny. Kenny was the best. Like, look, man.
Get it to the real hoop.
Everybody chip on Kenny, knock knees, walk into, but Kenny used to jump out the gym. Kenny could hit the three. Like, hey, man. Kenny was a bad boy back in his day, man. Hey, I ain't saying he was Michael Jordan or nothing like that, but he's a bad boy, man.
Okay.
We claiming Grizz. We claiming Zeke. You damn right. That's Chi-Town, baby.
Okay. DY. I'm gonna give you Kevin Porter. Come on, dog. He was a dog in Portland. Stop.
You don't know who that is?
Terry Porter.
Yeah, I'm talking.
That's what I'm looking like. I didn't know who that was. I'm like, Kevin.
Terry Porter and Kenny Anderson.
Well, come on. Just
man, stop.
Terry Porter from here? I didn't know all this.
Terry Porter is from here, man.
Terry Porter was from
Kenny Anderson averaged 28 points as a sophomore. Come on.
Well, you setting up Chicago to fail today, man. You need to get some different names.
Or saying like we ain't got no point guard.
You better bring in the big guns, right?
Once he said Kenny Anderson, I was done.
Right, it's over. Next question.
Terry Porter had a stellar.
Don't you do that?
NBA career.
It's not against Kenny Anderson. No, don't you do that.
Kenny Anderson.
Don't you do that?
his pro career was what's her name from Salt and Pepper? Shit, stop. You can't say he had this awesome.
Georgia Tech's finest, man.
Yes.
Hey man, where's Isaiah?
Look at the totality.
Hey man, bring in the big guns, bro. You setting up Chicago to fail, bro.
Tammy Roman messed up Kenny Anderson.
He did.
All right, lefty, Derrick Rose, Rod Strickland.
Come on, dude. Without fail. Come on, bro. Hey, Rose had one good year. I'll take him over Strickland. Stop.
Hey man, honestly, I'm a Strickland fan. I think Strickland is an underrated point guard.
He disappointed me in DePaul, losing to Georgetown.
I don't
care what nobody say.
Hold on, Slide. This is mine. This is mine.
Right, it's the money question.
Come on, man.
It's mine. Your heart gonna say Derrick because of the shot and his story. And Derrick's a bad boy. But if we talking career, because Derrick with the injury, he only played 1 year in college. He did out of MVP. I'm gonna go Derrick by nose here. Derrick by nose.
Derrick had 3 great years.
Derrick by nose. Derrick by nose here. That only by nose. And Rod Strickland had a hell of a career, man.
You cannot put Derrick Rose over Rod Strickland if we're talking about total career. I got the MVP year. I got the 3 years you're talking about, Slide. You are absolutely right. But if we're talking about totality, and we're talking about DePaul, we talking about the Washington rod. Hold on. We talking about the Washington rod. We talking about the Portland rod. We talking about the San Antonio rod. Come on, man. Let's not do this, man. I love Derrick Rose. I hate that he had to, his career wasn't like it was supposed to be. But come on, man.
Now we're talking about what could have been, it would have been Derrick.
You talking about
no doubt.
Dude, y'all can talk me to death. Derrick Rose, if he wouldn't have got hurt, was a more he sent your boy
but
Chris
you saying
Paul,
if he wouldn't have got hurt.
He sent Chris Paul to the emergency room. He
used to kill Steph, no doubt. No doubt. But the question was totality.
He went up on a boy like this.
Right. If we talking about
man, I like Rod. And I'm hard on Rod because I see him blow a lot of games at DePaul. That hurt.
Did you see the man play in Portland?
I did. When he lost,
you seen him play with the Wizards, right? I mean, the Washington, right?
And Rod
you seen him in San Antonio?
And Rod Strickland was a pure point guard.
Rod Strickland hurt me losing to Georgetown. I don't care what nobody say.
Well, it wasn't his fault.
You mad at him for one game.
One game.
One game.
One game you mad at him.
Dude. When Rod Strickland left, I threw until they got David Booth. I couldn't stand DePaul after that.
Dude, don't misstep with Angry Man one time in your life. Damn.
Right. One game.
Hey, that's Mr. One and Done for real.
Man, boy, I cried like a baby, man, when they lost that game to Georgetown.
All right, Sly. Tim Hardaway. Stephon Marbury.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you brought the big guns, huh? Damn, man. Okay.
Well, that's good. Let's bring out the big guns.
Here we go. Let's get to it.
Hey, you without fail. I'm going with Carver's finest, Argyle Gardens, baby. Mr. Tim Hardaway. Without fail, Argyle Gardens finest. I don't care what nobody say. And I like Stephon Marbury, too. He used to get it. But I got to go with Tim. I got to go with Carver.
That's actually a good one.
That's hard. But my heart say go with Steph, but I got to go with Tim, though.
Lefty, you seem like you deep in thought on this one.
No, I'm reading Jay Greer's comments. He said he's taking Sean Livingston over Kenny Anderson. Nah.
What?
I'm just reading his comments.
Never.
Nah.
Sean Livingston, he was for what's the name? He wasn't even from Chicago.
He's from Springfield, Peoria, or something.
He's from Peoria.
Hey, Jay Grizz.
He was a bad boy. But not over Kenny Anderson.
Jay Grizz, you can't mention Tom Clansmith because somebody on this got PTSD on this podcast.
Yeah, carry on. We're talking about point guard. Let's not even get into that. We ain't got to talk about him. We got to talk about that dude. What we got to talk about him for?
He must have killed the money.
We ain't got to talk about that dude. He wasn't the point guard.
Brian Smith used to give motherfuckers the business.
We only got 20 minutes left from the show. Carry on. We got time.
State championship winning coach Tommy Kleinschmidt.
Yes, it did.
Once again, carry on. We ain't got to keep talking about him.
Right, the money don't even want to talk about the man.
You know, I'm trying to pull, you know, the point guards out of history. So
you still ain't got the Zeke.
Right.
It's hard to put somebody against Zeke, man.
Well, they're gonna lose regardless.
Well, you putting the other ones, you better put Zeke in it.
Zeke is there
just to make it fair.
It's hard to put somebody against Zeke because he gonna kill everybody. So lefty, I'll give you Zeke against Bob Cousy.
Bob Cousy.
Well, I didn't really see Cousy play.
It's hard for his time range. I had to go with Bob Cousy, the only person that I think could compare to Zeke.
I think the only way to put on is Earl the Pearl against Zeke.
That too.
The best big man ever to come out of New York is guess who?
Earl the Pearl, the probably one you can put up with
the
Zeke.
Best center to ever come out of New York. He was from Harlem.
No matter who you put against Zeke, he's gonna win.
Huh?
Whoever you put up against Zeke is gonna lose.
Earl the Pearl.
Earl the Pearl, my Lord, get it, man.
Hey, look, Pearl Washington was out of New York. Wasn't Pearl Washington out of New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, Earl was out of New York.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. New York, Chicago.
Not Earl the Pearl, Pearl Washington.
Oh, Pearl Washington.
Not the old school Earl the Pearl. I'm talking about Pearl Washington,
Washington, yeah, but he don't have a huge catalog. So
yeah,
nobody.
You gotta take Zeke, man. You really can't put a lot of people against Zeke, man. That's
not
Zeke.
at all.
Makes me put against Zeke, and I didn't see Cousy play, so I can't really judge.
Well,
all right, and that's not fair anyway.
I didn't see Cousy play.
Yeah, you got to go back and watch some videos. You know, I did watch a couple of videos and shit.
What are you?
Cousy never do nothing, run around in a circle. He look like
watching on your VCR, your Betamax.
He look like
on your VHS.
Shit.
Hey, my family TV with the TV sitting on top of the TV.
Nah. If you want to talk,
the little TV sitting on top of the floor model.
Now, if you want to talk NBA career though, Cousy had more championships, so it's
he played 5 teams.
Yeah, I see where you're going.
Right, and he had all the talent in the world with him.
And he went to Holy Cross. Thank you very much. Holy Cross finest.
Bye.
All right. I'm gonna put this out to all y'all. Mo Cheeks versus God Sham God.
Mo Cheeks.
Now Sham God got his own move in the NBA.
Now see that's why I asked the question about like what we basing it on, right? Because Sham God really didn't.
That's why I said totality.
A lot in NBA, yeah.
He has.
Then you got to go with Cheeks.
Sham God is a legend in New York. Sham God's a legend in New York.
Cheeks was cold in Philly
by himself.
Yeah. Cheeks was cold in Philly.
Yeah, he was cold, but Sham God got moves that they are little kids still doing the Sham God.
Yeah, he a Rutgers Park legend.
That's true.
So is Kobe.
He ain't played as many as
and so is Durant.
Durant damn sure legend now.
They only played 1-2 times. I mean, these cats played since they was kids over there in Rutgers.
And they both ran off 50 and 60.
All right, we gonna move.
And Kobe defied management and went out there.
What else is new?
Right.
We're gonna move from the point guards and just go NBA players, City Edition, Cali versus Illinois.
No, you gotta go. You gotta go New York.
What we got?
Cali.
Ooh, okay.
Chris said take
Fly, Stacey Augmon versus Marcus Liberty.
Oh, come on, man. I mean, they both can have an NBA, but I get in college. Give me the 71st and Hermitage finest. Marcus Liberty.
They gave him their address?
Hell yeah. Wow. He stayed right across the street from my boy. 71st and Hermitage. He Inglewood's finest. Wow. You think I'm gonna ever say somebody from Inglewood ain't the man? You crazy.
I think if Liv had a better work ethic, he would have been one of the greats. He was that talented, man.
Liv was before his time, though, man.
And he was good in Illinois too.
He was naturally talented. Liv
way before his time.
He was before his time. Like he was doing at that position and that height.
He
was doing stuff that was way before.
Smooth, yeah. Big smooth.
Yeah, man.
They gave him versus Eric Anderson at St. Francis de Sales.
Stacey Hardman was good too, though.
State, yes, sir.
Plastic Man himself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
DY, I'm gonna give you PG-13 versus D Wade.
Oh my God,
D Wade hands down. I mean, PG, he ain't been consistent enough, can't stay healthy long enough, and D Wade got 3 chips, so MVPs. I mean, I don't think there's no comparison.
Dwayne Wade is the third best 2-guard to ever play.
But that's strictly. If he said totality, that's strictly NBA. D Wade wasn't that known in high school, and he went to Marquette. So it wasn't
but that last year Marquette, that NCAA tournament run,
he had a
hell of a Marquette run though. He had a tournament run.
I don't even remember Paul George in college.
Paul George.
He went to Fresno State.
Yeah.
Paul George can't compare to him.
Yeah.
D Wade number 3 all time to me.
Pat Beverly over Sham guy.
He crazy.
Now I will say this though.
Pat Beverly was a killer.
Pat Beverly used to be a scorer, like real talk.
He averaged 30 a game in high school.
Man, forget him.
And he was a scorer at Arkansas.
Anything on the West Side, I don't care about. Forget Marshall and him.
Would you take Tracy Webster over Sham God?
All day, every day.
Ooh.
I would.
Well, you know Kev gonna take.
Kev, I would too.
Well, Kev gonna take him because he had to take the ball out of bounds and give it to Tracy Webb.
That's cold, bro. That's slow down.
Wow.
Slow down.
Wow.
He the out of bounds.
Out of bounds or out the bags?
Hey, you know how they doing the play?
Now I'm the bag boy.
You carried that bag full of balls.
Hey, Kev, you supposed to go full Shannon Sharp with your Bayless on his ass. Take your glasses off.
You want to take a shot at me?
You're supposed to go full Shannon Sharp on him.
All right.
I'll take Tracy over just about a lot of point guards. That's neither here nor there.
In high school, without fail.
Lefty, I'm gonna give you Reggie Miller versus Hershey Hawkins.
Woo!
Whoa.
Mm.
Whoa. Well,
that's easy too. Come on.
He married Ski's sister, so you know what I mean, best friend.
I mean, Reggie.
So I know I'm going.
Reggie probably second greatest shooter all time. You know, Hershey had a great all-around game.
Second.
Hershey Hawkins lit Illinois up.
Hershey was a beast, man.
The state of Illinois.
All around.
He was cold in his time, though. He was cold in his time, though.
Hey, why you forgetting about Debbie Allen's husband? He played in Illinois. What's his name?
Norm Nixon.
Yes, sir.
No, you gotta.
Don't forget about him. Yeah.
I'm gonna take. Guess I'll go with Reggie.
You got to.
But no disrespect to Hershey Hawkins though, man. Hershey was.
No, but you got to. If you're gonna put him head to head with Reggie Miller, you gotta go with Reggie.
Yeah, Hershey could go though, man. No disrespect to Hershey Hawkins.
Now I think you're a fool by saying he's the second.
Hey Kev, I'm gonna take you back in time. Dennis Johnson versus Derek Harper.
Damn.
Derek Harper was a beast.
Nice matchup. DJ was one of the best defensive guards of all time. He's one of the better defenders of all time.
Damn.
DJ was a monster.
You say DJ?
I'm gonna go with Derek Harper because I saw him more. Illinois, Dallas, all that. I saw him more. Dennis Johnson was a bad.
Dennis Johnson
was a bad man.
He was a scoring guard when he was in Seattle. Then he
was cold, but I'm gonna go with Derek Harper. Damn, that's a good one, dog. I'm gonna go with Derek Harper because if Pat Riley would have put Derek Harper in the game instead of letting John Starks outshoot him, then the Knicks would have been world champions. That's just me. But y'all remember that was Derek Harper. Pat Riley left the man in the game and shot him, and Ewing cussed his ass out on the court. Y'all remember that? When John Starks shot him out to death? You should have put Derek Harper in. Neither here nor there. I'm going to say he had a good, Dallas career. Obviously, I'm going to go with Harper, man. But DJ was a bad boy, though. DJ was a bad boy.
Okay. I'm going to put this one out there. All y'all. Paul Pierce versus Terry Cummings.
Mr. Kansas?
That's Kansas finest.
Mr. Kansas, baby.
As much as I hate
Carver's finest. Terry
as much
was
as I hate Paul Pierce, golly, I can't stand him. I can't stand him looking at Joy every day.
You know, he already took his shot. Hey, I didn't know it was like that. What up, though?
Paul, you know, as much as I hated his game, but I can't put him over Terry, though.
Paul Pierce with the strippers on Instagram. Paul Pierce with the strippers on Instagram.
Terry Cummins was a beast.
I'm going with Paul Pierce.
That's another NBA dude people really don't talk about.
Kev, he got fired from ESPN for that.
Right, didn't care.
Yeah. You know what?
Man was playing poker, smoking.
Hey, TC was a dog.
TC was a
dog. TC, he was a bad boy, though. He's a bad boy.
Ahead of his time, too.
Terry Cummins went to what's the name? It's tough, though, because Terry Cummins
played for Milwaukee.
But you know what? They choked when they had the best team in college. Terry Cummins and them, because they was all his teammates was getting high. You know what? Give me Paul Pierce.
Come on,
when they choked. What was that, 81? No, I'm done with them.
Come on, man.
No, I'm done with them.
Oh, man.
No, I'm done.
Kevo. Michael Cooper.
Ooh.
That's your man.
Classic.
Oh, he biased.
My boy. My boy. I actually met him, too.
Versus Mark Aguirre.
Oh, without fail. I mean, Kevin's stupid.
Now, that's two different positions, man. That ain't really fair. That's two different positions.
Total player.
Kevin ain't stupid.
They both play small forward. That ain't two different positions.
No, Coop wasn't no small forward.
Coop played
he
the two.
was.
Yes, he was.
He played the two.
Coop played the two.
Coop was a 2-3. He was kind of.
He was a combo because Norm Nixon and Byron Scott played the two.
Right.
Right. Byron Scott was the shooter. I got overall, man.
Came after Nixon.
No, he was on that. He was there with him.
He was with Nixon. Okay. Oh.
I'm gonna go Mark, because if we're talking overall game and overall career, then I got to go with Mark. Coop was a bad boy, but that's an unfair comparison, man. They didn't really like. Coop was a defensive dude, but he couldn't stop Mark back in the day.
You just
like that wouldn't. You know what I mean? I don't like that comparison, man.
Man, Mark.
But I got to go with Mark.
Mark Aguirre, hands down.
That's Mark.
Mark Aguirre was.
That was a Mickey Ficky problem. Why do you think they traded Adrian Dantley? Why did Detroit trade? Sorry, AD. Mark Aguirre gives us everything.
Because Isaiah told him to. Isaiah told him to.
That's why they traded Dantley. They couldn't stand each other.
I mean, Mark Aguirre.
Yeah, that too. And Isaiah made the call.
And everybody forget.
Aguirre in Dallas. Woo.
Yeah, that Dallas Aguirre, bad boy.
When he had his own shoe, he had his own Converse repping shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mark was good.
Now, before we get out of here,
that Dallas Maguire was a problem.
Before we get out of here, I say we go in the box real quick. Riles versus Jimmy.
Well, we know what side slide on.
Who?
Pat Riley versus Jimmy.
Pat Riley versus Jimmy? You gotta be crazy. I'm going with Jimmy all day. Jimmy, right?
Is Jimmy right?
Yeah, he's right.
Or
it took Pat Riley team to two championships, 2 NBA championships. Pat Riley got a lot of nerve. That's why LeBron, he's an idiot.
Okay, people, you know what time it is. It's time to go in the box. Brought to you by Humidor Sports and Cigars. Oh yeah, and we're sponsored by Clouds of Smoke Cigars. Let's get it.
He the reason why I hate Kentucky to today, because he played there. I hate Pat Riley and everything about it. I hated him. I used to like him when he was with the Lakers. The only reason why, because Magic was there. When we went to the Knicks, I hated him even worse. I hate Pat Riley. Jimmy's right. Jimmy need to get out. And then he spent him 7 games.
Come on, Kevin. I see your wheels turning.
So technically, I see it both ways because Jimmy has the right to say, "Hey, man, I've been the dude. I asked you for help. I take what you give me. I get you to the finals. My body is breaking down. Now you mad at me because now I can't play. But I had to damn near single-handedly take y'all to the finals because you never went out and got me help." That's Jimmy's side. Pat Riley's side. Hey, dude, I pay you to do a job. I expect you on the floor. Stop running off at the mouth. What coulda, shoulda, woulda. Get healthy. Just for that, I'm not giving you an extension. That's really what this is all about. I'm not giving you an extension. Play. You're going to go on national TV and say, I don't think I'll get my joy here? When you out here shooting one-leg threes and purposely throwing the ball away, you rebutting? Okay, cool. Goodbye. Send you home. And he'll never play for Miami again, ever. So, if you ask me, taking the rows on this. Shut up, Jimmy. Stay healthy.
DY.
I'm with Kevo with being able to see both sides of the story. I think both parties are somewhat equally at fault. You know, if you unhappy as a player, the way to go about it is not to pout and to be in media and let your effort not showcase. There have been plenty of players, especially of his caliber, that wanted out from a team and was able to negotiate something. I just think the way he went about it is wrong. The thing about Pat Riley is you got to understand Pat Riley is a very vindictive dude. So what's going to end up happening? Jimmy going to end up paying a price. So what does that mean? Okay, you don't play no more. You stop playing at some point in time. It's going to have contract implications. And then at the end of the day, he may end up trading you to the Saskatchewan Tigers or something like that. So,
to the Wizards.
You know,
just on some asshole shit to the Wizards.
Like Wizards. For real. Like some G League team. Like, yeah, I traded you to the Windy City Bulls since you had so much success in Chicago.
Yeah.
Pat Riley teams have been trash since LeBron left. The bottom line is this. He will never get any good players to come there. And they got whooped both times. He'll never get anybody there again of any youth. Nobody want to play for no old school asshole like him. So he better keep drafting good. He wasted Spoelstra's career is what he doing. He wasting a man's career there.
I disagree with that.
Now, Sly, I'll meet you halfway on that. Pat Riley should have did a lot more to improve the roster while Jimmy was still like in his prime. And I agree with you on the fact Pat Riley he can run away from some star players. He don't give a damn. He let LeBron walk out the door. See how he treated Wade before they made up. Like the only one he was loyal, he let Zoe go.
Well, he didn't.
And Zoe came back in the fold.
LeBron was going back to Cleveland regardless. They didn't even.
Yeah, I mean he was leaving regardless, but they, it went public with they shit.
But here's the thing with Pat Riley. Like we always talk about today's athletes, how they babies and they cry and this, that, and the other. Pat Riley, I agree with you. It's like he's old school, and that may not fly with these young boys. It may be time for him to step away.
He ain't the NFL.
But when you're look at what as an exec, as the GM, whatever, president of Miami, man, he got 3 championships. So he didn't have the Miami been in the finals. I mean, he discovered Spoelstra. He pretty much was his.
This is a result only game, Damani. It ain't about what we did 40 years ago.
So what is Jimmy's results?
Jimmy took him to the conference. He took him to the championship twice. One in the bubble and one after.
Yeah, but you just said the result. He took him, but he didn't win it.
Because he gave him nobody. He gave him, and you paying Tyler Hero, who couldn't hit a shot last year. He doing better this year. The Bulls are better than the Heat. And the Bulls trying to trade everybody on their team. They just blew out Washington last night. Okay, ain't no big deal.
Look, the old school thinking
the Golden State lost.
The old school thinking is not. I'm not paying you for what you did. I'm paying you for what I think you can do going forward. Jimmy is past his prime. Jimmy can't stay healthy.
Yes, and that's because of the Tibbs years.
Okay. Right. He can't stay healthy. So Pat's choosing not to extend him yet, or to pay him yet.
Not to extend him at all. It ain't yet. He's not doing it.
The owner won't fire Pat because he figured people don't come now. He needs to tell Pat to walk
Pat
away.
is the king of Miami. He ain't going nowhere.
Right. He ain't going nowhere unless he feel like it.
He needs to put Alonzo Moore in that job. He needs to tell Pat to sit down and let Zoe get that job.
Is Jimmy really been unhealthy, or is this him trying to put some more years on his
Jimmy
career?
hurt every year.
His body is breaking down, dog. He's breaking down.
Well, Jimmy dying his head blue this time, but still, you know?
I mean, and the way Jimmy going about it, I never agree with whatever's going on. You don't go out there shooting threes off one leg, throwing it up, acting like that. You don't do that, man. That's not how. That's not how you do it. If you want to just go to the man, request a trade, and keep playing hard
behind closed door, he could have did that.
Don't go that route.
Look, see, now you doing the Jimmy, but now you doing it against Pat Riley. Well, Pat Riley don't play that shit. This ain't Minnesota, bro. We don't play that. Go home.
So reason Jimmy been on about 4 or 5 teams.
Yeah,
it's a reason.
But the only way I agree with Sly is when Jimmy was in his prime and he was taking y'all there, knowing damn well you weren't gonna be, but he was taking y'all there. Go get the man some help, man. Go get the man some help. But you didn't do that. So as a result, because of the Tibbs years, Jimmy's body is finally breaking down, just like everybody else who played for Tibbs. So, your body is finally breaking down, and now it's too late to get him help. You realize that he's past his prime, so I'm just simply not going to give you an extension.
So when you say he didn't get him any help, right?
Yeah.
So because
he should have went after Dame 2 years ago, not last year.
Yeah, but what has Dame done in Milwaukee? So that's not saying a lot. That's not really saying too much.
Well, I mean, we 2 years later. I'm saying when Bam them was young, right? Jimmy was when Bam them was young, Hero them was young, right? Because he didn't turn the team over to them now. I'm saying when they was young and Jimmy was still at his prime, get the man another score, bro. Jimmy should not be your number one option. You know why Jimmy why he worked in Philly? Because Embiid was the number one option and Jimmy was the closer.
But you act like you could just go out there and just snatch players. Riley ain't gonna let you. You ain't gonna dupe him in no trade. He ain't gonna overpay for nobody. He ain't gonna over.
He never got the man. Would you agree? He never got him help.
He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it.
Okay, so let me ask you this: when they were good and they were barely making it, they was having them finals runs. Did Pat Riley ever go out and give Jimmy a second dude?
Pat Riley?
Yeah, who he drafted is any good? Hero averages best, and Bam is not that great. So tell me a star player he got.
Bam been an all-star for the last 4 or 5 years.
That shows how bad the NBA is.
Bam pretty good.
Bam ain't pretty
good.
Bam
is good.
Bam
and he started in the Olympics.
He didn't show up none.
And he playing out of position.
He didn't show up none.
That is the key to Bobby. He playing out of position.
But what I'm saying is when Bam was drafted, him and Hero was shorties. Jimmy was still in his real prime. Pat Riley never went out and got him another superstar alone by him. He never did it. So Jimmy got you there, and then he was getting hurt then. He started getting hurt a couple years ago.
The problem is, in order to get another superstar, you would have had to give Bam up.
No, Bam just got there. Like Bam was short.
You just can't trade shit for stars just to do it. They gonna want something back. Who's gonna trade with Miami? Who's gonna go up a superstar without
Mickey Harrison got the money. Get a free agent during that time. Mickey Harrison got money. Miami got money. Do something to help Jimmy out.
Even with all of that being said, Miami's still 7th seed in the East right now. You know what I'm saying? Unlike Golden State Warriors, who ain't even in the playoffs, that team still, without Jimmy being on the team, that team is still in the hunt. They still winning games. So for that team to look back and say, "Oh, we gotta have Jimmy. We need Jimmy. Let's get back to the negotiate. Let's give Jimmy whatever it is that he wants." Like, dude, we still number 7 seed team in the playoffs without you. So what do I need you for? Like, either you can come in here and try to contribute so we could take this further, or you could sit here.
Nobody on Miami scares you. Miami is trash. Period and point blank. Y'all can talk about, y'all can make Pat Riley be out. He's past his time. Miami is trash. They're not winning anything.
You talk about Jimmy like he Giannis or the Joker.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about Jimmy. That
he was the man when he got there a couple years back. He was in his prime. You should have gave him help.
Pat Riley begged that man to come there, not trying to treat him like trash. Okay.
Now on the flip side, Pat Riley told him to shut up last year, and I'm not giving you an extension. That was over the summer. If you was gonna act up, Jimmy, you should have acted up then. Don't go through the year, and all of a sudden start acting up through the year when you realize the man told you last year, last summer, I'm not giving you an extension.
Pat Riley has a
shut up and play. Get on the court. You should have acted out then.
Pat Riley is not going to pay aging players. People past their prime. You're not going to match those.
I get it. So if Jimmy was going to act out, he should have acted out last summer when Pat Riley outright told him, I'm not giving you an extension. Shut up and get on the court and play.
If he
the Bulls are better than them.
If he got rid of D Wade,
no, they're not.
If he got rid of D Wade, what's he gonna do with Jimmy Butler?
The Bulls are better in Miami.
But what I'm saying is, if Jimmy was gonna act out, last summer was the time to do it. Don't go through the season knowing you still salty because you ain't getting your money, and then all of a sudden in January you want to act out and disrupt the team.
For this particular argument, I'm taking Riley's side just because of how Jimmy going about it. You don't do that.
Well, that's what I did. I took Riley's side, but I'm trying to come from both ways. I just think Jimmy waited too long to act out. That man told you over the summer, I'm not giving you no money. Shut up, get on the court and get healthy. If you was going to act out and you wanted out, you should have did it then. Don't play half the year and all of a sudden you want to act out now.
Jimmy. Well, he got hurt in the playoffs last year, didn't he?
Yeah, his body been breaking. Ever since he got there, every year his body been breaking down.
He's gonna give you no max and all that shit, and you.
Well, he told him, I'm not paying you. I'm not doing it. And he's right. Dude, you past your prime. I'm not giving you another $100-some million.
The great execs in any sport, they know when to move on. They don't hold on to Asian dudes, and they don't try to live off the past.
I'm done.
What they
Y'all
did.
have a nice day. I can't listen to Money no more.
They just
you guys kill me holding on to these old school guys. Pat Riley time is past, bro. Let my boy take that job and be done with it. He's 70, almost 80 years. He's trash. He need to go. Period and point blank. Let Zoe take that job. He been groomers all these years. He need to step down. Let somebody with some youth to be able to get some better players in Miami. But that's why he can't get nobody to come there until halftime, because they that good. You right.
All right, fellas. We're at the end of the ride today. We went quickly because we had a lot built in. Man, great show. We had a lot built into this show, man. We talked about a lot today. So we're going to do our parting shots.
We talk about me and Damani betting 3 sticks on the game. Doesn't need to hear no that.
I'll talk to you later on the day, Sly. Get everybody out of our business. Everybody being out business.
DY, give me your party shots, man.
As always, man, pleasure to be on here with you good brothers. Looking forward to these playoff games. It should be an exciting weekend of football, an exciting evening for Caramel Corn season. So let's get it.
Caramel corn.
Hey man, first of all, it's Capricorn. Watch your mouth.
Wow. Damn.
It's second to cheese.
Disrespectful, man.
Hey, you know what?
Hey, DY.
I see you, DY. That was unnecessary, man, but okay.
You know what? Thanks for having me, man. Super Bowl coming up. Of course, Blackout coming up. 10 years for the fellas, June 21st. Hey, man, we got a hell of a year. We'll keep you in tune. I'm out.
Kevo.
Well, appreciate everybody for the ride. We back. Appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Good Saturday to y'all. There's the anniversary. 10-year anniversary for SmokeFellas this summer. June 20th and 21st. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all know it's going to be off the chain. Tonight, if you're not doing anything, come have a toast with your boys. Capricorn season. We got DY on the 1s and 2s along with my man Hula. Capricorn season. Come on out.
The champions, baby.
Love.
I wasn't on the beginning of the show, man, but I do want to say prayers to everyone in LA, man, losing their homes and all. That's a disaster.
Oh yeah.
Also, we weren't on for the situation that happened in New Orleans, man. So prayer all the family, man. Been a tough start. 2025, a lot going on. And man, it's a big year for us. Like Slash said, like you just saw the fly, 10 years, 10-year anniversary, man. We celebrating. It's gonna be great. Happy birthday to all the Capricorns. My girl Erica, 55, Nicole Rucker, and Kevo on the 17th, his birthday, Capricorn. A lot of drinking. Our kidneys is terrible around this time of year, but somehow we survived it.
Yes, sir.
Somehow we survived it.
Today's my brother's birthday,
Wait,
too.
is this going to be another 8-week celebration for Kev?
We've been celebrating since November. Trust me.
No, since December 22nd. We're in the middle of it now, son. Let's get with it.
You started at the beginning.
Terrible.
You got to do the whole season.
Today is my brother's birthday, so I guess I'll have to figure out something. But you know what? Shout out to all the Capricorns, and especially to the whole Joy Taylor, January 17th.
Wow.
Watch your mouth. She got her birthday coming up. You watch your mouth.
Well, fellas, as I always say at the end of every show, where there's smoke,
there's the fellas. See y'all tonight.
Hey, Sly, if she could choose her part, she could choose her birthday gift.